Hello, my friends. It's Fatima here. I'm going to take a moment and just tune in. In fact, why don't you tune in with me? Let's just breathe in through our nose and out through our nose as we drop roots down into the earth. Giving thanks to the Great Mother. What a beautiful day today. And one of the things that I've been reminding myself and other people of this week is that we're not of the earth, we are the earth. There's no part of us that isn't the earth. Our flesh, our bones, our cells. We are part of the earth. We are here on planet Earth. Our body is part of Earth. We are Earth. What a wonderful, great blessing to remember as we let our roots dig deep down into the planet and we stay connected, stay rooted. Nobody wants to be a floating balloon. And let's let our breath now shift from nose to in the nose and out the mouth as we connect with water. Water around us, water through us. The more than 70% of us that is water. And let your roots go down deep enough that they reach water. So your body, mind, and spirit are watered. This is the time of day that Charter always backs off on the Wi-Fi, so I'm sorry if there's some cutting in and out. Very frustrating. Maybe I'll move a little closer to the Wi-Fi. You can come with me. Put the guy on with me. There we go. Maybe that'll help. No? Lefky's here. He's going to join us. He likes it when we breathe. And let's just breathe in through the mouth now and out through the mouth as we connect with air. Everything that is air, we're in the air all the time. There's no time when we're not in the air. Our feet on the ground, we're always surrounded by air. Air supporting us. And let's connect with Father Sun for a moment while we breathe in through our mouth and out through our nose. Some people do this in the form of a fierce fire breath. It's very good for your chi. Toward the one. The perfection of love, harmony, and beauty, the only being, united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the messenger, the spirit of guidance. And I allow the spirit of guidance to use me as a messenger in this moment. Had a very interesting change of events this week. Mm-hmm. Tuesday night, as I was on my last route on the bus, I had no passengers on the bus, just me and the bus. I was having such a good time driving the bus. And as I rounded this corner, my tail swung into a telephone pole, broke one of the windows in the bus. What a humbling moment. So one of the things that I do in any moment when I find myself upset is the first thing I do is go to the Rules by Hazrat Inayat Khan. The Rules of Chivalry. I love the rules. One of the things that I like about studying the rules is I like the idea of knighthood. Especially if I'm a crystal knight with a sword of pure love. It's hard to be loving with yourself, though, in moments when things go awry, like you blow out a window on the bus. So I went home really upset. It's partly upset because I had to explain it to my managers who aren't very nice about accidents, and started making up this story that there might be something wrong or faulty with me. And then after I got through that story, I thought, oh my gosh, this is Saturn. And then I went to my chart and looked at it, and I saw that I had Uranus direct on my sun, and I went, oh, time for a change. And then I remembered that Saturn is my friend. Does everybody know where Saturn is in their chart? And how Saturn talks to you? And Saturn in my chart is in the 11th house in Aquarius. That's why I'm Fatima speaking to you now, is because Saturn wants me to take on this role in the world. So as I connect here with, as I connected with that, I went, oh, yeah, my Saturn is in Aquarius, and Uranus is on my sun. And I started looking at some of the visions that I've recently had when I was looking at what's next for me. And I thought it was a little further down the road. Kept seeing myself working with people with Alzheimer's disease. And it's part of my second Saturn return calling. Not Not always in the way most people work with people with Alzheimer's disease, although it may come in that form of a role. But my second Saturn return is about helping people prevent and reverse Alzheimer's disease. And I've decided to go back to school in September to go to functional medicine coaching school, because functional medicine is figuring out how to reverse Alzheimer's disease and how to prevent Alzheimer's disease. And I want to learn as much about that as I can, and I want to share it with as many people as I possibly can. Why? Because when I graduated from Salute, we were all given an affirmation. And I've been praying this affirmation. So I'm understanding the events of the last few days through this. My affirmation is, Allah, give me the wisdom and power, that which will enable me to influence my fellow beings to their welfare and well-being. And I saw that my job was getting in the way. You know, when I went to apply for that job, I told them I wanted to only work part-time because I had a lot of other important things I'm doing. And they said, all we have is full-time. So I said, okay. And in that moment, I got in the way of everything I'm doing. And full-time in the bus world doesn't just mean full-time. Full-time means an extra hour here and an extra hour here and an extra hour here. And it was more than full-time. And that gets in the way. And I'm back in the place saying, you can only, to my clients, you can only see me here and here and here. It doesn't work. So I'm happy to say I'm releasing my gig with the bus. But that's not all, because on Tuesday before the accident happened, I had a phone call with a friend who was offering me another job, much more aligned with my path and my purpose. So that gave me the courage to go to my bosses and say, hey, here's my resignation. I don't think bus driving is for me. Because what I get really, really excited about is teaching people how to reverse Alzheimer's disease, how to prevent Alzheimer's disease. I find it really, really exciting. Can't read enough about it. Can't study enough about it. I can't watch enough forums. Like, I am so hungry for this information, because people need to know. When you go to your doctor, they're going to tell you there's nothing we can do. You guys know this. None of the medicine that the doctors are giving people work, and they have terrible, terrible side effects. When they gave me that medicine for my mother, they said these have black box warnings on them, but this is going to kill her anyway, so what the heck, right? When you go to a functional medicine doctor, they're going to look at why your brain isn't getting enough fuel. What is breaking down? And the sooner you do it, the easier it's going to be. I'm starting at 60. It's pretty easy to get really good results. It's harder the more into the disease you get, right? The more your body breaks down. Because as we age, certain things just start breaking down. Everybody knows this. That doesn't mean that you can't make progress from where you're at. Gonna see what the guy on Von Derten has to say today. Just pick a page. We did this in Salute where we'd pick a page and just speak whatever came to our mind and heart. So I'm gonna see where we're going today. Oh, you just gotta love serendipity, right? Some are masters of success, and some of those masters are slaves. The one who walks through life regardless of success him it pursues. He who pursues success, him it eludes. And what I was telling myself as I was driving home from shopping today is never again accept a 40-hour job, Alexandra. Don't do it. When I started at Vons, I started in a part-time job. They came to me and said, hey, would you like to be manager, but you have to work full-time? And I said yes, and there I was, and that job completely consumed me. When I went to the bus, I said I wanted to be part-time. They said only full-time. That job completely consumed me. So I'm hoping this job I'm just now accepting stays the 2 days a week that it starts at. And I'm telling myself, please don't ever do a corporate job again. Don't ever do a corporate job again. Why? Because what really lights my fire is seeing my clients. I love, love, love to give people tools that make them feel better. Body, heart, and soul. Love it. Can't tell you how thrilled I am about learning more about functional medicine so I can share more with everyone I come in contact with. Not because I want to make more money, not because I want to be more successful. It's not what Fatima's doing here. Fatima's here sharing the tools because you guys know who you are. You know when you're losing words. You know when you're worried about that person you live with who's losing words. You guys need to call me. Really. There are some easy solutions if you're willing to make some changes. You gotta be willing to make those changes though. I realize blessed with a lot of Gemini in my chart. When it comes time to making a change, I'm so quick. I go from this reality to that reality. And I remind myself I'm doing this because this is what's best for my brain. I've gone back to muscle testing. Everybody knows how to do that? This means no. This means yes. Muscle test all your food. Muscle test all your vitamins. Is this good for my brain? So I have a bag of vitamins now because some of them got one of these. Nope. You're not supposed to be taking this, right? The only ones now I'm taking, even if they were prescribed to me, get one of these. Yes. Yes, solid. This is a good thing for me to do. because I want to tell you guys my brain feels so good. It feels so good. And I haven't even chelated the heavy metals yet. I can't imagine that I'll feel good. You know, they say that some people don't know they have brain fog until your brain fog's gone and you go, oh, that's what it's supposed to be. So anyway, my brain fog is lifting. And I can see better. I can intuit better. I can read with more concentration. I can concentrate better in my meditations. I can see better on all levels, physical, spiritual, emotional. And for me, it was good to get right with Saturn. Saturn wasn't punishing me. Saturn was redirecting me, realigning me. Get back on your path. You know what you're supposed to do, right? Because true success for me comes from any level of service. I had a friend once who had a baby, and I'll never forget the moment that I was sitting behind her as she's pushing out this child. And at one point, she turns and goes, chomp, and she bites down on my arm. But I was so into it in the moment, in the spirit of supporting her, that I didn't feel that she bit me. I didn't know that her claws were digging into my legs. I couldn't feel any of that because all I could do was give her as much support as I could. And I got home that night after that beautiful child came out, which is, you know, that beautiful child has graduated college now. Because time keeps flying. But I had bruises on my legs. I had a bruise on my arm where she bit me. And I thanked Great Spirit on that day. I said, thank you. Now, on that day, you used me at my capacity. Like, that was my capacity. I felt so much elated joy. And honestly, bus driving, it just wasn't using enough of me. So, I'm happy to be redirected. Because when one door closes, another door opens. And it's usually Saturn or Uranus, or the two of them working in cahoots, which they are working in cahoots right now. Saturn is square, having a square dancing party with Saturn, so any changes right now are just to align you with Saturn. And Saturn tells us what to do. Saturn tells me to support the world, teach the world, be in the world, not of the world. Be in the world, not of the world. Remind people it's all a mirage. It's all a mirage. Why take any of it too seriously? And remember, the last line here that's popping out here is the mystic does not possess knowledge, for he is knowledge himself. The mystic does not possess knowledge, for she is knowledge herself. I love you guys. Thanks for coming to be with me today.